Well, guys, it looks like there's a bit of infighting going on with the LA streamer clique, with specifically Vanillamace here on the left, who you'll see in a second. I'm kind of covering up. Cutie Cinderella right there, and Valkyrae, who is also involved. Because Valkyrae is upset with Cutie Cinderella for things that she said on a live stream with Vanillamace regarding racism. And now both Vanillamace and Valkyrae are upset at Cutie Cinderella. And Valkyrae is accusing Cutie Cinderella of being quote-unquote too white. That's right, from the sort of people who love to virtue signal and act like they're so good standing on their soapbox. As usual, from these sort of very fake people, we see that they're actually totally fine with being bigoted, as long as it's directed towards groups of people that they deem it's okay to be bigoted to. Before we watch Valkyrae's clip, though, we need the context by returning to this clip of Cutie Cinderella and Vanillamace, as this is what set all of the events in motion. But in case you're not familiar with Vanillamace, let's also do a very brief recap into how she went viral somewhat recently. Now, you might recall Vanillamace for having defended Hassan's abusive behavior towards Kaya, and it was driving her crazy. She had this to say.
Yes, I saw the Hassan drama. It makes me want to go like this.
Yeah, wow, lovely.
It drives me insane. People just literally, okay, so there's a video of Kaya, Hassan's dog. She's sitting in her dog bed, and Hassan's like ranting about something, and then Kaya gets up and he's like, Kaya, like lay down, like lay back down. And then Kaya yelps, and then he's like, Kaya, like what? And then like whatever, Kaya lays back down, and then and then all the fucking Hassan, like people that want Hassan fucking dead, were like, he used a shock collar and he's abusing his dog. And then everyone's just like doing all this. Everyone is literally, and it's not even the fact, it's just like the fact that people are going through these, I'm seeing these insane lengths about, like the lengths that people are going to see. They're like editing his picture and turning up the fucking contrast where he showed the collar to be like, no, look, he put tape over it to fucking.
No, he literally did put tape over the collar. Like, this is not some crazy conspiracy theory like you're trying to make it sound like. He actually did do that. It's crazy. Well, the crazy part is people like her rushing to defend Hassan and then being wrong about essentially everything that they said in their damage control.
I'm like, hey, why? Like, why do you? And it just, it blows my mind when people care so much about something like that when there's so many worse, more ridiculous fucking things. I'm like, what?
It blows her mind that people care about animals and they don't want to see animals get abused. What kind of crazy thing is that to say? How does that blow your mind? What's wrong with you? And then making the same argument that Valkyrae tried to make. Oh, like, oh, there's worse things going on, guys. Why would you care about this dog? Like, actually disgusting. Anyways, that's just a little bit of context into Vanillamace, as she went viral recently for that take, and that's the only thing I'm familiar with her about. So that takes us back to this clip from the beginning of the video, and I guess Vanillamace, you know, she seems to be willing to defend animal abuse, but she draws the line here where Cutie Cinderella essentially says that she'll try talking someone out of being a racist instead of just like not talking to them at all, which really set Vanillamace off.
I'm not going to change, though. I'm not going to...
Yeah.
I will never believe that if I'm kind to a hateful person, that means I agree with them. I will never believe that. No matter what you guys say, I won't believe it. Because at the end of the day, if I'm around a racist person, I'm just not racist. I'm not. Me, I am not. They are, yes. But how am I supposed to help them ever? By cutting them off? No. Like, I get it. You guys can think in black and white, but that's not how it works over here. That's not how it works for me.
Well, as you just saw, Vanillamace didn't have much to say to Cutie Cinderella when they were on stream together, and she could have had a discussion about this, about what she disagrees with and all that. She waited till she was alone, back on her own stream alone, to address this, and here's what she has to say.
Simply didn't agree with it. I was uncomfortable, obviously, as you could see in the clips. You know who I am. You know what I stand for. If you're someone who's been watching me, then you already fucking know. If you're a first-time fucking chatter and you're just joining off of clips that you've seen on TikTok and you don't know shit about me or fucking shit about shit, then of course I'm gonna assume that you're just gonna make the assumptions that you're going to make. But people who know me and know my character and know what the fuck I stand for know how I'm gonna go about this. So I am simply stepping back from everything, everyone. Gonna touch a little grass.
So once again, she is upset because Cutie Cinderella essentially said that she wouldn't just stop talking to a racist. She would try to talk that person out of being a racist, right? So she wasn't saying that she agrees with them or anything. She's saying she would try to talk them out of not being a racist. And Vanillamace finds that so offensive. That's where she draws the line, as mentioned. But when it comes to Hassan abusing his dog, oh, that's totally fine. Give that a pass. And that finally brings us to the Valkyrae clip. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I apologize about having to like put it near the end here. I mean, I guess I didn't have to, but I really wanted to give you all I wanted to give you all that context first. And now I'm just really excited to play this because like, well, you'll see.
I did tell her, I was like, Cutie, I do think your tone doesn't help because you inherently sound really angry all the time. You sound really, and she knows. I was like, you're very blunt. I think it's your tone, you're blunt, and it just comes off poorly, especially, you know, and I was like, you're also the whitest woman I know. And it also is just, you know, you being so white. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. But I know her. I know her heart. It's just because she wants to help, but I feel like there's ways we can do it better.
You gotta love these privileged LA streamers shaming Cutie Cinderella for, again, simply saying that she would rather try to talk someone out of being racist as opposed to just like not talk to them at all and just let them go on continuing to be a racist, right? As Valkyrae and Vanillamace shame her for that take, acting like they're so much better and they've done so much for people who are not white. And really what's going on here is Valkyrae and Vanillamace, they're just using these groups of people for their own virtue signals. That is such a pathetic thing to do. They're going to use those groups of people acting like they care so much, but really they only care about them when they can get some like moral high ground points with their own weird privileged clique. And just like I said with Vanillamace, same thing applies to Valkyrae with relating to how she defended animal abuse from Hassan. That's where they draw the line. Oh yeah, animal abuse, will defend that. But how dare Cutie Cinderella say that she wants to talk someone out of being a racist instead of just not talking to that person at all? Oh, it's so offensive. It's so bad. And on the topic of Cutie Cinderella's tone, at least she sounds like she's being genuine in what she's saying. Unlike Valkyrae over here, who just put on this like fake persona. Like, oh, did I say the right thing today? Did I check the boxes off? Did I try to sound all nice when I said it? So yeah, I'll leave it there. Looks like they're all infighting now, and if you saw my first video of the day, Hassan is also mad at his colleagues for not defending him, so he's all mad at people in his circle too, so that's the latest. The start of the week here on Monday. Thank you guys for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you in the comments and in the next one. Have a great week.